Hey, welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to do a price action analysis of Nifty daily chart, and for the purpose of this video I'll be using the platform of investing.com and obviously in the daily chart of Nifty. So before doing anything, let's have a look at the disclaimer, in which I state that all content here is for purely educational purpose. I am not giving any kind of investment advice, and if you use any views expressed in this video for live trading, then I will not be taking any liability for profit loss or loss of profit made using these views. And that's all, and let's get started with the video. So on the screen right now I have this Nifty daily chart, and if I just zoom out, first we will look what happened in the previous months, and then we will slowly analyze the whole chart and come to the current scenario. So as we can see that previously we were having a good uptrend, a strong uptrend I must say, and it went up until the region of 9099 around level. After that we were having these lower high lower low formations, which I have also discussed in one of my previous videos. I will be leaving the link in the descriptions column. If you haven't watched it already, you should. So let me just draw these lower high lower low formations over here. So we were having this, as I'm saying, that lower high lower low formations, and this high was taken out during this formation, which would be a violation of the pattern. But then again we had a consolidation right after this high was taken out. So this is an important part here. This consolidation, which lasted on 21/8/2015, was important because it led to a gap down open. The next day the gap down opening was there, and it opened at 8050, and it took down a very important support level. If we look to the left, we can clearly see that this level of, say, what, around here. Let me just draw it first and then we can check it out. So this is an important level here. If I draw the support lines over here, we can see that this level has been tested quite a number of times in the chart, and clearly we can see that we will not be considering this because it's far up above from that region. But an overall perspective, we can see that this level was tested once here, then second time here, and the third time it was tested around this date of around 6, that would be 15th June 2015. So this was a very important support region, since it was being tested like 3 times before, and after this gap down opening, after the consolidation, this was the consolidation, we had a gap down, and after that this level was taken out in one day. And after that what we see is that a clear filling of the gap, which took place in the next weeks or so, and the price came back and filled this gap. All this gap was filled up here, as you can see. After this gap was filled, we can see that we were already having this lower high lower low formations, and since this very important support region, which was already been tested thrice, was broken, we were confident and we could say that we are in a downtrend. See, the formation of lower high lower low is an important thing, but since this support region is also broken, now we are confident that we are in a downtrend. And since now we are downtrend, we would be looking to sell short on resistance regions. Now if I must start drawing the swings for this chart, then let me start from this 26/10/2015, and this is the high, low, high 2, low 2. This would be the high 3, the low 3, high 4. This would be low 4, high 5, low 5, and then the movement is going on in the upward direction right now. So what we see is that swing highs and lows, and before any analysis, let me just mark the same here. This would be high 1 as per our study, because we have started studying from here only. This would be low 1, high 2, and this would be low 2, high 3. Then we will be having a low 3, then a high 4, low 4, and the last one is the high 5. And one thing important to note out here is that the high 3 and high 2 are actually exactly the same. Let me write that out also here, because the high 2 was around this level of 79.70, and if I zoom in and see, then the high 3 is also around the same level of 79.70, 79.67, 79.70. It's almost the same level. So clearly this is a very important level. Also, if we look to the left, let me just draw the lines over here first. So if I just move on the chart to the left hand side, we can see that this is also a level in the previous support, the previous important support region that we were talking about, that was being tested thrice previously. It's also between that level only. That level had the range from 8020 and the lower region was 7950. If someone hasn't watched support and resistance video of mine, then they should watch that. I have discussed this topic in detail over there. So as we can see, it was a previous important region, and hence it is being tested on this time frame also on 2nd of December 2015, and then it was tested on 31st of December 2015. So after this level was tested twice, since it was an important resistance level and it wasn't breaking, price wasn't breaking above it, it was a definite shorting opportunity. And actually, as a matter of fact, I took a short on this high of high 3, and the short was covered, the half of the short was covered around 7595, and the later part was covered during the downward movement. Let's just leave that aside. And what we can see here is that after this level was tested, we again made a new low. So it was a lower highs, high 1, high 2 is lower than high 1, and high 4 is lower than high 2 and high 3, and high 5 is lower than high 4. And then we also had a lower lows, as low 2 is lower than low 1 and low 3 is clearly lower than low 2. Lower high, lower low formation, a downtrend, sell at resistance levels. Now what we see in the current case scenario is that on 12th February 2016 we had made a low of 69 around this level of exact level of 6970, and after that we made a low around this level of 6920 around region. Now this exactly is not the same level, but if we draw the support lines, then we will find that this level is an important support level. It is almost it is not a bookish example, but it is an example of kind of a double bottom if this level holds. Now since this level has been tested twice and we have seen reversals, first on this date of 12th February 2016, and then we have seen the reversal on 29th February 2016, this level is looking like a double bottom formation over here, which is a reversal pattern. And for this price action, which is in right now downtrend, to move up and go in an uptrend, we must be seeing some break of these highs, these swing highs. We must be seeing a break of these. Already the high 5 is broken, but since it wasn't an important level, so we must not be considering this as an uptrend right now. But looking left on the chart, we had this level of 7970 as a very important level, and since we are in a downtrend, if the price comes around and breaks this level of 7970, sustains above it, then we can say we are definitely in uptrend now. But right now we will not be saying, based on this double bottom only, we cannot say that we have moved in uptrend now and the downtrend is over, because it's just merely as simple reversals. If the price may decide, it can come down and break it at any moment. So if we are to look on the upper side, then we will be looking at the level of this 7970, and the next level we will be looking at this is that the high 4 level of say what it is, around 7590. So once we are clear of 7590 and price sustains above it, then we can look at the level of price testing at a level of 7970. And why this high 4 is being highlighted by me is the reason being that this high 4 level has been tested, it's been acting as a resistance here and acting as a support here. Always look to the left and you will find the answers. High 4, see, the high 4 level was tested here previously it was around like 11th of December 2015. It was tested 3 times in the concurrent days, and after that, at that time it was support, and now it has acted as resistance. And since that is an important level from the chart, we can say that high 4 level, which is exactly around 7590, is a resistance level which can be tested. Important level 7950. Sorry, it is 7590, not 7590. If price sustains above it, then we can see 7970 levels. So right now this is the important level, and after, as I mentioned over here, if price sustains above this level, then it can see a movement up till this level of 7970. And if, as I discussed earlier, this level of 7970, which has acted as a very important level before also, then we will say that we are in an uptrend. Okay, let me just say the same point again that I mentioned earlier, that this 7970 level has been tested many a times before. It has been tested 3 times here, and then it was tested 2 times here. Let me mark that out. So it has been tested 5 times already, and since it is that much important of a level, then it is purely, or it is clear that if this level is broken, then only we will be saying that we are in an uptrend now. Before that, we will be looking for, before that we cannot clearly say out that we are in an uptrend based on this double bottom formation only. Also on the lower side, if you look, and let me zoom in, and here you can look at this high 5 and low 3 levels. They are also the same levels. They both of these levels arrive at this same level of 7240. So since this level is also tested twice, this is also an important level on the downside. Hence, if I draw a support line here, then we can come out and say that if price decides to move down, then it can have a pullback first up till this region of 7240, and then if it decides to give a strong up move, it can move up from here till 7590, and the move continues, then it can go till 7970. On the other hand side, if the price does not move in the upward direction and continues its downward movement, then obviously this level of 7240 will be tested, and after that it can come down to again test the support region from 6970 till the level of 6920. And if it breaks, then I have already discussed the downward levels in my previous Nifty analysis video, which I made using this monthly chart of Nifty. You can see that already I discussed this 6820 level was an important level in that video, and it has already been tested. And after that, let's just look at the Ichimoku chart. And in this chart, what we can see is that it's a daily chart, and the Kijun-sen is lying flat around this level of 7230 something level, 7234 around level, which is also an important level on the price action chart. 7230, 7240 level around here. Yeah, it was 7235 level. It is almost the same level, 7238 over here. So 7238 or 7240, you can say, is a very important region on the downward side also. And here we can see Kijun-sen is below Kijun-sen. Chikou span is going within price, indicating that we are, or we can have a sideward movement on the daily chart in the near future. Also, the crossover of the clouds hasn't happened, of the Chikou spans hasn't happened yet, so no clear indication of a upward movement here. We are in a downtrend still on the Ichimoku chart also. As per the Ichimoku chart also, we are in a downtrend, and until and unless 7610 is not broken on this chart of Ichimoku, we cannot say that we are in an uptrend. So this is the interpretation of the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo system, and the price analysis, action analysis we have already done in this video. So that was all for this discussion. Once again, I am stating that this discussion is only for educational purpose. I am not recommending any buy or sell, and that was all for this video. Thank you for watching.